Hey everybody, I hope your day is going well. We are back with a reaction. Clarence Carter, Patches is the song we will be checking out, and this is a request by Deborah. Thank you so much for this request and donation. Looking forward to it. This will be another artist that is, as of now, unknown to me. So let's get to know.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the woods.
Hey.
I was so ragged that folks used to call me Patches. Papa used to tease me about it. Of course, deep down inside, he was hurt because he'd done all he could.
Wow.
My papa was a great old man. I can see him with a shovel in his hand. See, education he never had. He did wonders when the times got bad. The little money from the crops he raised barely paid the bills we made. Oh, life had kicked him down to the ground. When he tried to get up, life would kick him back down. One day, Papa called me to his dying bed, put his hands on my shoulders, and in tears he said, Patches, I'm depending on your son to pull the family through. My son, it's all left up to you.
Wow, you can almost hear that anguish in his voice and the way he's delivering. First, it was more spoken word, then it started changing to more melodic singing, and then, wow. Man, this is a great journey of discovery, man, on this channel. I am digging it a lot. And so he's starting off in his spoken word talking about, being raised in Alabama, in the rural part, and clothes being so ragged that they call them patches. And even his own father teased him about it. But he's saying, like, deep down inside, he was hurt because he'd done all he could. Wow. Sometimes we use humor as a deflection, to hide our true emotions. And I definitely do that a lot. Yeah, so you teasing his own son like Patches, yeah, but I done all he could, but all I could. Oh man, that's deep. That's a psychology, man, of people, especially sometimes from previous generations, having a hard time expressing emotions. Hey, and doing it in a different type of way sometimes. My papa was a great old man, he said. I love it. Even though he had no education, he broke his back when times got bad. He survived. Life kicked him down again and again and again, and he could get back up and just pull through for us and make sure we got through life, man. Even though we don't have so much. So hey, come on, shout out to the great parents out there. But then he's saying, on his deathbed, Patches, I'm depending on you. It's all up to you now. You're the man in the house. Oof. That's a lot of pressure. Wow, I like storytelling songs, and this is definitely up there. It's definitely up there. The way it was set up. I'm down in Alabama with Patches here. Let's run it back a little.
On your son to pull the family through. My son, it's all left up to you. 2 days later, Papa passed away, and I became a man that day. So I told Mama I was gonna quit school, but she said that was Daddy's strictest rule. So every morning before I went to school, I fed the chickens and I chopped wood too. Sometimes I felt that I couldn't go on. I wanted to leave, just run away from home. But I would remember what my daddy said, with tears in his eyes on his dying bed. He said, Patches, I'm depending on you, son. I've tried to do my best. It's up to you to do the rest.
Wow. Man, I suddenly had this surge of emotion almost, man. Like, I almost saw myself sitting at a table listening to this, in the dark back in my drinking days. I'm 3 years sober. Like, I could imagine, it was almost like there's an altered reality there. There's a version of me listening to this song with a drink in my hand and crying my eyes out, man. Wow. It's crazy how music can do that. I definitely didn't have a ton growing up, but people didn't call me Patches. I wasn't. It wasn't that bad, but man. He's saying, I want to quit school, back to the spoken word, and then slowly going back to the singing and just stretching out the final words in the verse. And the chorus sounds so good with the extra voice pack, depending on you. It flows so good. But he wanted to quit school, and mommy's saying, no, man, that was your father's strictest rule. You need your education. So every time before he goes to school, he had to do this. That's a tough life, man. But that's what he needed. His father depended on him. Like I said, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. And it's possible that your education will suffer because you're not well rested. So it could be that both of these things are going to be impacted by this. But, you keep going. That's a motivation. That's responsibility also, So I like that this song is almost like highlighting the positive and the negative aspects of passing on that burden to your child. It's out of necessity for survival. So it's teaching somebody responsibility, but it's also putting a lot of pressure on it. So I like that it's there, That's masterful writing.
Son, I've tried to do my best. It's up to you to do the rest. Then one day a strong rain came and washed all the crops away. And at the age of 13, I thought I was carrying the weight of the whole world on my shoulders. And Mama knew what I was going through, 'cause every day I had to work the fields, 'cause that's the only way we got our meals. See, I was the oldest of the family, and everybody else depended on me. Every night I heard my mama pray, Lord, give him strength to make another day. So years have passed and all the kids are grown. The angels took mama to a brand new home. Lord knows, people, I shedded tears, but my daddy's voice kept me through the years, saying, Patches, I'm depending on your son.
Dang.
To pull the family through. My son, it's all left up to you. Oh, I can still hear Papa's voice say, Patches, I'm depending on your son. I've tried to do my best. It's up to you to do the rest. I can still hear Papa when he said, Patches, I'm depending on your son.
Wow.
To pull the family through. My son, it's all left up to you.
That was a great song. Amazing writing, the the vocals, the delivery, incredible. Just the emotion, going from that spoken word to then, almost crying out the final notes of the first lines of the verse, and then going into really a rhythmic singing in the chorus. Man, that was very interesting to listen to, engaging. I could see it happening right in front of me. I felt for Patches. Almost using the final words of his father as motivation throughout his whole life. But it's almost a blessing and a curse at the same time. But he made it. He made it. They were depending on that, on his work for the meals. And then, man, when rain hits and your crops go to at 13, you work, and then that happens. Damn, that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. My daddy's voice kept me through the years. And then it kept repeating it, in the final seconds of the song, you could just hear those words almost haunting you. It's your motivation, it's your inspiration. And at the same time, it's also a lot of pressure. Wow. Masterfully done. Masterfully done. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Peace.